it's me, your spooky femboy, and today we're going to be doing the video that I've been really looking forward to, which is my Halloween taste test for this year. As anyone who's maybe been looking at my stuff for more than just like 2022, I have done Halloween candy taste tests for the past 2 years. But the difference with this one isn't like the last one where I would just gobble it up and let you know like, hey, that's pretty good. But that was it. Like no like real like tasting in that test for you to see. But this time you're gonna be able to see me taste it in real time because I have all of them right there. 6 in total actually. With all of them being brands I actually like a lot. And one that even I would say you might consider not a candy, but it's a sugary drink, which I think is close enough. So I think I just want to go ahead and start with that one, since I think after how much I'm talking, I probably should wet my whistle first. It'll help everything go down a little better. I hope it's good, because if not, whoops. So this is the energy drink. It is Alani New. I promise I really like this brand actually. They have a really good like rocket pop flavor that I always really like to get to when I enjoy myself an energy drink, because I do like it. Like you could see my G Fuel right there. So I do quite like the drinks that give you energy, as if I need it more. So this one actually is called Witch's Brew, which I assume is just like a fancy name because it's an apple. Because I assume it's caramel apple just based off the front. So if it's not, I might be a little disappointed. But as long as it's kind of apple-y, like in general. Oh, it exploded! Oh my god! Thankfully it didn't explode that much. Whoa, that tastes really good. Also, I already had a bit of candy before this. It's not one of these, but for those who like know me at least even just a little bit, I'm addicted to candy. Even I need candy as an appetizer for my candy. But let's see how this tastes. From what I tasted that was on my thingies, pretty good. Oh, it is a caramel apple. Actually, it has a really good apple taste. It kind of reminds me of those like caramel apples you get from like a store. The ones already pre-dipped in caramel and come in like those plastic containers. That might sound like a bad thing, but it's actually pretty good and really accurate. Like, wow, that's a really good start actually. Definitely if you like caramel apples, especially in this season, please try it. As long as you like energy drinks, because if you don't, then you might not like it. Like that's, I forgot to even mention that. Alani, I feel like tastes really good for an energy drink. Most of them taste like acid. They taste like chemicals down your throat, but I like to drink chemicals, so I don't mind it too much. This one is pretty good, but if you don't like the taste of energy drinks where they have that sort of chemically like battery acid taste, you might not like it. But you should definitely give it a try. It's like surprisingly good. So this one is actually very similar to a couple of the ones I think I've tried last year, which was, back then it was cats, bats, and rats. And I forget if those were sour, but these absolutely are, but just the bats remain. I guess they were the spookiest of the three. But I'm really excited to taste these. I believe, just based off Haribo, like, because I really enjoy Twin Snakes and their sour kicks. I assume it's going to be like that, where it is pretty sour on the inside of it. It doesn't look, of course, like super sour. Like there's not really like any like sour powder on it, but usually they have a nice tartness to it, which I really like. So let me see. It's exactly that. It's exactly like this, like sour kicks if you ever had it. Like a really actually surprisingly sour taste to it. Usually when candies say that they're sour, they're really not. Like they're usually tart and that's it. Like tart at best. This though, surprisingly sour. Oh, I'm so sorry. I memed him. I should have just put him out of his misery. But really good, honestly. I'll finish that while I get the other candy ready. Because oh my gosh, they're really good. If you like sour candy too, I think you'll really like that one. Speaking of sour candy, I have a little tiny ones. These are Warhead sour popping candy. These came in a big like Halloween like candy bag, like the kind that you would get to like for candy to pass out trick-or-treaters. But I was sharing with a friend, so I just thought I would take these home with me. I have not tasted these, but I wanted to get one of each flavor just to see what I was missing. I will say I love Warheads, like the actual candy, like the hard candy, really, really good. But usually when Warheads have a sort of a, like, a candy that's not like the hard candy, like either like their gummies or like anything like that, they're really not that sour. Usually it's a huge disappointment. So I'm curious to see if these are a disappointment too. I am going to, should I try all three? Do you want me to? Let's start with apple, because apple is probably the most seasonal flavor. I wish that they were more seasonal like fruit flavors, which I don't know what you would do. Well, actually, there is one, you can kind of see right there, that has some like flavors that aren't really seasonal, but they fit the color scheme of Halloween. I probably shouldn't just tear it open like a wild beast on camera. But I have no self-control and I'm impatient, so. Okay, so also, so this is popping candy, so I assume it's like Pop Rocks. Should I put my mouth near the microphone? I probably shouldn't, but I'm sure you'll hear it. So let me get a little taste. I'm sorry, that's so gross. Really good apple flavor. Unfortunately, not really that sour like kind of like their previous products I've tried, but not that bad. Like definitely, and it's tart, so it's like the tart kinds of sour. Now these watermelon. So let's try this one. Let's see if at least it has a good fruit taste to it. So. Gosh, you can see my lipstick starting to wear off. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of this if it's all gone. So if it is, I'm sorry. Pretty good. I really like it, actually. I'm not a big fan of watermelon like flavored things, but really not that bad. So the final one, blue raspberry. I'm sure I'll probably like this best because I really like blue raspberry flavors, but I will see. There you go. But I've both been disappointed and like surprised by this. Definitely not that sour though, so they just call it, I guess tart popping candy doesn't sound as good. So let's try this one. Oh, the flavor is actually not only really good, but the sourness is much stronger in this. Like it's almost like between tart and sour. So blue raspberry, absolutely like the best one out of the three. If you like see some on sale, or if maybe you get some at a Halloween party, because definitely if adult Halloween parties had like big bags of like candy you could take like when you were trick-or-treating, that would be amazing. So I don't know, maybe. We've had a lot of just fruity stuff so far, so I thought let's try something a little different. These are Reese's Cups, Franken Cups. I'm assuming they taste exactly like Reese's Cups, but they have a sort of a green coloring to it. So pretty spooky. I was thinking about doing the jack-o'-lantern ones, like the pumpkin ones, but like that's been around for so long. Like at this point, they're not even really that new. So like, I don't know. Now, my best friend really likes Reese's Cups. I am kind of like, have you ever had like the little peanut butter cups at Trader Joe's. Like, those are really good. But just normal Reese's, I've never been the biggest fan of, but maybe these ones will win me over. Ooh, look at that cross section. Like, wait, let me take it out of the cup. Like, ooh, now it's gone that side. But look at that, that actually looks pretty good. So I wonder if it has a cross section on the inside too. I guess we'll find out. So no cross section. Actually, tastes different than a Reese's cup. Oh, just a little bit. Is there a different, like a cream with the green bit, or is it just my imagination? Where'd it go? Oh, I'm a dummy. I forgot that I got the king size. There's several in here. Green color cream. So it is a little different. I actually really like it. Like, definitely, at least try it, even if you don't like Reese's cups, because I think especially if you want something more chocolatey, it's really not a bad, like, pick. So here are ghost dots. These ones are really cool because I've never seen these before. So I don't know if they're new or if, gosh, whenever I open dots, it's always hard to open the wrapping without just going like a little puppy and tearing open the plastic with my teeth. Now, I am a dots lover. I really like dots because they're just like fruity gumdrops. And I have very good memories of them because when I was growing up, my family would have movie nights on Fridays, and we would go to the local like dollar store and pick like a box candy for us to have with the popcorn while we watch our movie. And I liked fruity flavored things, and it was either usually between dots or Mike and Ike's, and I don't like Mike and Ike's that much, so dots usually were my go-to. And you used to at least get a ton of them in a box. So especially obese, like younger me, just loved that you got so much candy, and it was just surprisingly nice and fruity. Now, so the ghost dots, oh, so they're a mystery. They're the same, I think, flavors as dots are usually, but I think they're all the same color, so they all look like little ghosties. That's cute. Let's see, is that true? Oh yeah, look at those! They do look like little ghosts. Very cute. Let's see if I can figure out what flavors they are, because it said it's their normal flavors, which I could pull up right here just to make sure I like have a word bank of what I could use. It's been a while since I've had dots. They're still pretty good. I think strawberry was this one. Also, I'm sorry if you don't like mouth sounds, because you picked the wrong video. I'm sorry. These aren't too bad, although if you don't like dots, you probably won't like them, because they're just the dots flavors. It would have been nice if they had, like, unique exclusive flavors just for Halloween. But at the same time, I understand that would be probably a little difficult. I forget, because I remember Dots had a sour variation. I remember getting it one time, I forget. I think I liked it a lot. I think it was surprisingly good. It just sucks though, because whenever anyone has Dots, in stores, it's always just either normal dots or tropical dots. And I don't like tropical dots that much. Sorry, I'm taking so long to chew. I'm a bit of a slow chewer, and I wanted to swallow it. I was so busy talking to you about the dots, like my sour dots conundrum, that I forgot to even taste it. I'm pretty sure that's orange. It tastes a lot like orange. And this one. Probably lemon or lime. One of the citrus. That's not orange. Pretty good. And it's fun that they all look the same, because I bet it would look cute in like a little platter, like a little Halloween dish, and you just have all these little ghosts to nibble on. So, I don't know. I really, oh, should I have been ranking these? I'm kind of just enjoying myself. I don't know. Let's just rank them real quick. So, let's see. The Alani new. This one, I would give probably, like, let's say, out of 10. I'll give it 8. Really good, and honestly, if it was just a normal flavor, I would get it a lot. Then, we have the bats. Very good. Like, I would say an 8 also. They're very similar to Sour Kicks, and that's why I would give those also. And then these little babies, I would say a 7, maybe a 6.5. I would say 6.5 for all of them, except for Blue Raspberry, which is a 7. Then the little cups. These little things, I will say are a 7 as well. And then the dots are a 7.5, but maybe a 6.5 to a 7 if you don't like dots that much. So I saved the best for last. Sour Punch straws are my favorite candy because they are surprisingly sour, really yummy, and they come in a bunch of really good flavors. And I was so excited when I saw these spooky straws. And so I love that even though it is not seasonal flavors except for apple, the colors are very Halloween-y, being grape, apple, and tangerine. I actually would prefer if the green was, no. I was gonna say I wish it was lime because I like lime better than apple, but then it wouldn't be like a seasonal flavor. So let's open these up and let me taste each one of them for you so we kind of can determine if the whole thing is worth it. So there they are, just like sleeping in their little bed. So they smell good. Let's go with grape. Immediately a good amount of sour, like right off the bat. These are a little hard. I feel like they've been sitting out for a bit. Still a really good taste though. So grape, really good. And I don't even usually like grape things. Then let's do apple. So this one. Similar where it's like a lot of good sour right off the bat. I'm more familiar with that flavor than the grape, but still really good. Like, I still really like it. And then tangerine. Very subtle, but it's still good. I actually really like it. Tangerine in general is a flavor I wish they did way more, because it's like kind of, it's like orange but like remix. It's like a little different. It hits different than orange, and so I really like it. Even though we need more love for tangerine. Like Bullet Train made me love tangerine, so that's different. That's off topic, but I just like, as a flavor, I like tangerine a lot. So in general, I have little sour crystals all over my fingers. That's the only bad part, is that they're kind of sticky and they kind of get everywhere. But oh gosh, I have such distinct memories of when me and my brother used to play basketball, and I would go to his games, and they had those concession stands. I would still like the nachos with the really cheap like cheese. That was so good. And like the pretzels wrapped in tinfoil and stuff. And they sold Sour Punch straws. Is where I really fell in love with it, because it was always like my go-to snack. So the blue raspberry ones especially hit really hard for me. And all of those actually are really, really good. So if you like sour things, especially like Sour Punch straws, absolutely you should try it. Especially if you're a fan of tangerine. Not that one. Yeah, so that is about it for this episode of my Halloween Spectacular. I really hope you've been enjoying it so far. So far, the past 2 videos, have been just really fun to do. Like I gotta watch a Halloween movie and then just like gobble up yummy candy. I mean, who wouldn't like that? Next week, is gonna be something a tiny bit different, but I am so excited to do it since I haven't done a good Let's Play in a while. So I'm gonna hope that I get everything working for that, because that would just be fun. So yeah. And then the last week for week 4, I have a very special video. It's a ranking, well, a top 10, and it's based on my favorite spooky TV show. So I'm really excited for that myself. So yeah, I hope that you are enjoying your spooky season as well and getting the chance to be watching some Halloween movies like me. And like today, I just watched Frankenweenie. Like it's, gosh, I was gonna record this video earlier in the day, but I just like fucking cried my eyes out at the end. It's so sweet and wholesome, especially for me who just like fucking dies inside when a dog dies in a movie. I'm so happy that this one, even though a dog did die, it still has a wonderfully wholesome ending with lots of doggy love. So I hope you watch a movie that doesn't make you cry as much. And I love you. I love you and I want to rub you too. Okay.